Hello and welcome to Season 2, Episode 2 of The Security Guards. This session has a name, I've forgotten it. Don't remember at all. But we do this week have theme music. Okay, I've arranged this especially. Are we all ready for this? Da, 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 da. There we go, that was it. That's it, Ronnie Offie knows what that is.
No.
Okay.
No. Did you stop there because A, you couldn't remember the rest of the theme, or B, you were worried that if you kept on with the theme, we would be done by YouTube's weird policy on using other people's music.
It's comedic timing. The joke was done. Don't move on. You know. Hello.
So what was it?
Dallas.
It was the theme.
So there's this thing that happens that viewers may not be aware, but before people arrive, the cameras do this. Excuse me for one moment, Danny. DDD. So we call this the Dallas mode. So when there's 3 people in, it's this. So hence. Anyway, right. There are no viewers, of course. We're at viewer 0 because Steve has forgotten we're online tonight and he's our only viewer. Occasionally we get Puke as well, and sometimes some other random person. Anyway, when last seen, you were on the Bendy Phallus heading your way towards Venus. Yes. As the ship accelerates through space, it wobbles around a lot. It sort of bends all over the place and stuff. But as it starts decelerating, of course, the fuselage of the ship gets a lot more stiff as the speed comes down, and it sort of points in a more sort of straight line. And you approach Venus, and it gets larger and larger in front of you, and you see this kind of large leaf-like crowd that kind of that kind of opens up as you arrive, and as your reverse retro thruster is firing out the front of the ship as you go through this leaf-shaped cloud.
Just to clarify, when you say it's getting larger and larger, do you mean Venus or do you mean the Bendy Phallus?
Venus.
I just wanted to clarify that when you were talking about it getting a bit more.
Nonetheless, this leaf-shaped cloud does kind of open up as you approach, and as you sort of go through the cloud, and it's kind of like the cloud is almost like a tunnel for a little while, but then it opens up, and you see the landscape of Venus before you. And directly in front of you, of course, is the old abandoned quarry, with these gigantic crystals laying exposed in the quarry walls. And at the bottom of the quarry are 3 huts and a landing pad. And the Bendy Phallus, erupting out of its front thruster, slows down until it just kisses the surface, and then 3 legs come out, and it sort of stands in place.
I don't...
They're not yellow, are they? These rods.
Kevin, you want to take this one?
Speechless now, I don't know what to do.
Just thought I'd throw that over from previous cooperation campaigns run by other GMs.
Yeah, that was in my campaign, babe.
What was?
The whole James, you want to take this?
Yeah, it was.
Okay. I don't remember it. I'm sorry.
No, my character in Jason's campaign kept on saying that. Usually when Offensive Back had said something I didn't have an answer to, I was just like, "Gang, you want to take this?"
Oh yes, now I remember. So anyway, you have arrived on the surface of Venus. At which point, somebody enters the ship. She is maybe late 30s, brown trench coat, hat, slightly stubbly beard, and she kind of gets on board with this kind of nonchalant sort of attitude. Kind of takes a look at the scene in front of her, and it's like, "Agent, sir. Okay, could be useful." Right, well, heat press suits are above your head. They're rated to 697 Kelvin. Welcome to Venus. So,
Very much.
you need to head to passport control. Where
Passport
he...
control. Sorry,
Yeah.
passport control. We're in space.
Yeah. You got ID chips, haven't you?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I go and get the pressure suit on.
It's in a locker above your head.
If it's silver, I'm not putting it on.
No, it's more like a giant condom with arms.
I'm sorry. I'm just envisaging that scene from the Naked Gun now. And hello, Stephen, who has joined us.
Oh, hello.
Perfect timing.
You want to go back and watch the beginning bit?
So those look incredibly practical.
Oh, look. It's really hot out there and there's very high pressure. Your choice. You'll collapse in on yourself as you're melting to death. I'm not sure what will kill you first, the heat or the pressure, but
Actually, got to go on the surface. There's no sort of boarding tunnel or anything. We've got to walk on the surface.
welcome to Venus.
Good grief!
And I put on the suit. Nice figure hugging.
Which corporation owns the territory here?
It's UIG, you Muppets.
That would explain why it's so low budget.
Anyway, are you guys gamers?
The best gamers.
We dabble.
You may
So,
have.
We
Yeah,
are professional gamers, thank you.
Awesome, because I'm having a game tonight, 8 o'clock. So, just head over to the security hut.
Of what?
There's only one game on Venus. Anyway,
Yes.
passport control.
What game would that be?
What game would that be? Monopoly, you fuck nugget. Come on, passport control.
What's Monopoly?
I have heard it is an extremely boring board game that people used to play back in the 20th century.
Oh.
I actually heard that it was a very, very realistic simulating microcosm of corporate greed and excess.
Yeah, well, we've got a few house rules that improve it. All the money to the bank goes on free parking. That makes the game last about 4 hours longer. And completely throws the balance out. It's perfect that way.
Okay.
Can we hurry up
Also,
and find this relic
if-
thing and get out of here?
If you're white, you never go to jail. So there's that as well. Another house rule.
That's not a house rule. That's just life for us.
Yeah.
That's just another day at the office.
Every time a black person passes go, they go straight to jail. Yeah. That's the rules. Anyway.
They seem very
But the question is, do they actually collect £200 of
Of course
pressure?
not. Of course not. With the UIG, we're basically police. Come on.
Yes, hence the £200 pressure on any particular body part they wish.
Oh. Sorry, pressure jokes don't go down well around here. There's a lot of it.
Yeah, Dale, mind your tact.
I was under pressure, I'm sorry.
Right, come on, let's go and sort out papers and shit. Get this
As
ready
you-
and get going.
as you hit the tarmac outside, there's basically these 3 buildings. None of them are particularly big at all. 2 of them are just metal boxes with a door, but the one in the middle is brightly lit up in neons, and it's crazy kiosk. There's a person behind the counter of the crazy kiosk. Say, "Welcome to Venus. What do you like? Do you want a smoked smoothie? Do you want a manwich? A pizza pop? Flak jacket? Grenades? Anything you like? Kakshim? Liberty Black? We do the works. Anything you need. You come crazy kiosk. You call me, yeah? Call me. Crazy kiosk. We got everything you need."
So,
Wow, you don't talk much. Do you need speech synthesis? I can do speech synthesis. Translator chip?
No,
You want a translator chip? I can do you translator chip.
No. You're just talking extremely quickly.
We were just waiting for a moment where you paused so we could answer.
How about sterilizer grenades? Or you want some spray away? I can do you spray away, or some slap packs. I can do you minades. They're like grenades, but they're tiny.
What's
how about a
man
card? You need a card?
sandwich?
A manwich?
A manwich?
A manwich, yeah. Manwiches. 5 credits. What it is, 5 credits. Originally designed for cybernetically augmented people, but they're quad-decker monsters with over 2,900 calories to go. Each manwich is constructed from 4 slices of deep-fried bread, dripping with high-fat, nutrient-rich spread. A solid kilogram of spicy nacho multi-meat packs out of this beast, dripping with hot jalapeno cheeses. So don't forget, the whole lot is deep-fried the moment you drop your credits in the machine, yeah?
I'll take 20.
Awesome. That's 100 credits.
So just so I can clarify, because I will probably have to digest some of this. There's no actual man in the manwich, right?
No,
Not a literal thing.
no, it's multi-meat, man-flavored. Quite salty.
And you bought 20 of these things?
It'll last me a couple of days.
It gives you a box, but the box is already started to dissolve from the fat.
Let's go and see through first.
Fucking hell! What did I just? Kevin, you want to take this one? Right. Where are we going to go first, guys? Because
Inside, I think, and
I really don't want to be here. I don't want to be here any longer than we have to.
Aye.
For no other reason.
Actually. Sorry, Ronnie, go ahead.
For no other reason than I don't like the idea of us having to eat these glass things.
We got other food. Do you want smoked smoothie? Canola?
What are your black cougars like?
Yeah, we got black cougar. We have black cougar, many black cougar. You want Kakshim black cougar? Or Liberty Black?
Decent? Are they decent quality?
Well, standard quality.
Okay.
Unless you go for Kakshim, you want cheap? You want cheap? We can do your cheap Kakshim.
No.
Black cougar equivalent. No? Liberty Black, black cougar.
What about your shotguns?
Many varieties. You want Kakshim? Kakshim, we have Kakshim. Or we have AMS.
AMS, have you got anything?
Yeah, of course. Many shotguns. You name it, we have it.
12 gauge auto pump. A's plasma rifle in the 40-watt range. Uzi 9mm.
Galvanic weapon. You want galvanic weapon? We do galvanic weapon.
I'm just going to see if
Basically,
Stephen realizes the film I'm quoting off there.
I think we all do.
oh yeah,
Jason and I watched it the other day.
I'm trying to see if I can find a slightly better version of a weapon that I've got already.
You won't find a better Black Cougar. You'll find, because the one you get issued with as an agent is exceptional. What you'll get is a standard one.
Yes, but you gave a standard originally.
Oh,
Because
sorry.
we were shitty agents.
Yeah, well, here's another one of them. 350 credits.
Unless during our upgrade as agents, our weaponry was upgraded to the agency standard.
No, but if you went into the agency and said you could probably get upgrades or your own one serviced or whatever.
Right.
What about
but
your
it goes down to
Racken
the
shotgun?
MP pistol? Shuriken shotgun, did you say?
No, your Racken shotgun.
Your Racken shotgun.
Like any kind of upgrade for that, so slightly better.
I don't know which one that is, but
I don't know.
basically most things in the book you can get from either you can get from Crazy Kiosk, or Crazy Kiosk will tell you where you can get it from. So yes, if it's in a book somewhere, then yes, probably. I don't see any reason to deny certain guns to you.
Ooh.
Okay. What have you got any knuckle dusters or anything?
Let me see. Yeah. We got. Yes, we have knuckle dusters. 25 credit. 25 credit. 125 credit knuckle duster.
Or you know, a
By
sight
today, give you free engraving.
engraving.
Yeah, so you can engrave word on person's face.
Okay. I'll
It's,
take 'em.
it's not called a tattoo for nothing.
Aye.
You hit someone hard enough that the imprint, whatever's on the weapon imprints on the forehead or whatever.
Yeah, I take the knuckle dusters.
Okay, he engraves it for you right there. You not got much space to write, but so what would you like it to say?
So what, like 4 or 5 letters or something?
Yeah.
Noob.
Give
Noob.
Noob.
Annie,
But with zeros as well. to make it-
Nice.
Hey,
Give-
what?
give them my full signature.
Oh,
No.
that's a
Would you just be able to give me the stats quickly for knuckle dusters, babe? I haven't got the.
It's +1 damage. It's an unarmored strike, but with +1 damage. So it's basically the unarmored strike's on page 39 because there's different ways you can do it. But if you were to do it like a standard strike, it's
Oh,
your
yeah,
strength
that's
that's
right.
damage.
That's right.
But
and
you
then
can
it's like
speed it up
KO and
or-
stuff.
Yeah. So it's basically strength +1 damage, rate 1, but you can do it faster. And then there's actually it would make sense to do rapid strikes with a knuckle duster, mathematically.
Is the defense still the same as with a melee weapon?
Well, yeah, basically, yeah. There's no penalty for that.
Sweet.
Oh, this does not count as a weapon for purposes of deciding whether you keep your defense. So no, it doesn't. You don't get a defense
Oh, okay.
because they are just a knuckle duster.
Oh yeah, of course, because you can't block with them, really, can you?
No.
For tapping folk.
Okay.
Anybody else want weapon? We have many weapon.
No. Well,
We could have
yes.
on what we brought with us.
Sorry?
Could we bring our normal weapons with us? So we didn't have to leave anything behind. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
What about though thinking ahead to scanning a certain object or breaking in somewhere?
You want equipment? We got much equipment. You want chip scanner, you want invisibility field, you want iron ore generator, you want liquid alloy, you want hologram generator, you want environment suit, maybe EMPS booster, drop suit, digital scrambler, cutting torches, compound H. We have compound H. We also have hemorrhoid cream, a com device, climbing gloves, Condoms in many
I want
different
a
sizes.
chance to answer.
You want padlock? I give you padlock. You want ice cream? I give you ice cream.
Seems to have a fair range of products.
Welcome to Crazy Kiosk. You want security bypass device, shield breaker, sound absorption field, med pack, lock picks, lock analyzer, meta. No, I can't sell that. That's illegal. Night sight, proximity sensor, toxin filler. You want it. You have it. This Crazy Kiosk. Welcome to Crazy Kiosk. You have everything. You want soda with that? I'll give you soda on house if you buy today.
Security bypass is quite good.
Souvenirs, novelties, party trick.
No, security bypass.
Yeah,
maybe
5,000
invisibility.
credits. Small handheld device which allows you to attempt to bypass all types of electronic locks, such as biometric, card, or code operated.
Somebody else can. pay for that.
Reusable. Legally requires security license to use, but you can own it without license.
Oh, there's a lot of things you can own.
Just 5,000 credit are yours today, with free soda.
Why do I keep taking that fucking license? I have two corporation characters at the moment. I've got the preacher's license for them both.
Yes, it's because it's 1 point. So are you buying the security bypass device?
I can't afford it.
I can't afford that. Unless we come together.
You want lockpick instead? I give you lockpick.
I don't think.
As in manual lockpicks, electric.
Well, you can have lock analyzer for 50 credit and then lockpick for 150. They are needed to pick mechanical lock. Without them, you can attempt to open the lock with a knife or similar item, but you suffer penalty.
What's the cost of the security override thingy?
A security bypass device is 5,000 credits.
I can stick 1,000 into that.
But free soda if you buy today.
Free soda.
Can you stick 1,000 in, Danny?
I can.
Aye.
I can stick the other 3.
Oh.
See, unlike you, I'm actually prudent with my money. Or to be more accurate,
Very
tight
kind.
Yeah, obviously.
So I suppose I should hang on to that, given I can actually use it.
You want lock analyzer? Make it easier to open those locks with bypass device. 50 credits each. They are disposable. Give big bonus to opening lock.
I better not if I want to eat for the rest of the time I'm here.
You want to eat? I can do your food. How about Kananga 9 Neutron?
A manwich.
Man
One of
witch.
these.
FU4 Kananga 9 will get you through those late night hacking porn gaming box set marathons. Kananga 9 Neutron is going to blow your mind. Undeterred by the legal caffeine limits, our chemists have developed a caffeine analog, which does exactly the same thing but falls under a different UIG legislative category, meaning you dump double the permissible quantity down your throat at once.
Ooh. Have you got anything to
With
help
Kanga
me?
9, with Kanga 9, you can do dumbass things twice as fast.
Can I ask you a personal question, Mr. Just because
Yes, 20 credits. 20 credits, you ask question, I'll answer.
Okay, I will gladly pay the 20 credits. How much fucking caffeine have you had?
Not at all.
Oh, where's my soda?
Okay.
You said free soda.
Yeah, free soda. Here you go.
Soda, let's have it.
I say
That hits.
no. Don't need a disposable thingy. What's it? I'm good. But could I
Okay,
have
how about torch? Long cell life, very good quality, 100 credit.
Could I hold
Powerful
the
torch,
info for
powerful beam.
security bypass, please?
The battery lasts for 1,000 years. Sorry, you want the info for the security bypass device?
Yeah.
It's first of all, it's on page 52. A small handheld device which allows you to attempt to bypass all types of electronic locks, such as biometric, card, or code operated. To do this, see opening locks on page 19. It's a reusable device that legally requires a security license to use.
Okay. Does it say what thing I'd have to roll for it.
No, that's on page 19.
Which again, I don't have.
Opening locks. It essentially just allows you to attempt. A lock analyzer would give you a bonus to the roll, but it is intelligence plus crime.
Oh. Okay, I thought it was linked to computers and AI for some reason.
No.
Maybe somebody else should take this then.
Intelligence plus crime.
Crime.
Hey.
If I do that alone, I'm trying to roll under a 5.
I have a total of my intelligence is all that I would have in that regard, and
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't have a lot of intelligence.
So you're saying I'm actually going to do the best out of the three of us? Because I've
Yes.
got an 8 total. Okay,
Yes.
I will buy the disposable thingy what's its then.
The disposable, the lock analyzers.
Yeah.
They were 50 credits apiece and give +4.
Sweet. 50. I can afford.
You buy today, I'll give you free lipstick.
Okay. I'll take 4.
Okay, I'll give you 4 lipstick.
Okay. Like I know what to do with them.
I got so many. Bulk consignment, nobody wear it here on Venus.
Okay.
You want sunblock? I can
No.
sell you sunblock. No.
No.
Binoculars, handcuffs. You want comm device. You want car? I can sell you car.
How the fuck can you sell us a car? We're on Venus.
Car would not be on Venus. There are no cars on Venus, but I can sell you one. I have ability to sell you car anywhere on Earth. We got internet connection here.
And what about better suits?
Yeah, I can sell you those. One more. They're in this book. Environmental suit.
Catalog shop.
This is a lightweight suit which allows the wearer to exist in hostile atmospheres such as vacuum or inside a nuclear reactor. The suit uses specialist power matter cell which costs 100 credits and will power the suit for 24 hours. It is supplied with 2. By today, I'll give you a third one. The suit also provides +1 armor value but cannot be worn over armor. On the knees of the suit are 5 patches which can be used to instantly repair rips in the suit which could arise from bullets and knives, etc. 3,000 credit apiece.
Ooh. Yes.
Don't forget, free extra battery.
I can see why they want these cheap ass suits we've got on there.
Yes, looks like giant condom.
At least mine's ribbed.
Okay,
I'll
that's a
stick
little
to
bit out of our
one.
league moment, I'm afraid. We'll have to come back for those.
Come back later. Always happy to see you at Crazy Kiosk.
Why do I get the feeling this is going to be recurring?
Because we have over 100,000 stores worldwide, +1 on Venus.
And do you man all of the stores at the same time?
No, it's franchise.
What time is it?
Not sure the concept matters here. Always night. Or day. Hang on, how long is a day on Venus?
It should be longer than
15 hours or something?
No, it's a third of a year.
What, a day? Oh yeah, because it doesn't rotate, does it?
Time is approaching midday still. Has been for weeks now. Gets hot later.
Okay.
I haven't made it into the building yet. So.
I think I possibly zeroed in on the kiosk person's shall I say it politely, exuberance. He's went completely mad because there's no day and night here. No wonder they run around in condoms. They got to do something to keep themselves fucking amused.
Aye, which is why I'm saying let's get out of here as soon as we fucking can.
Okay.
Yeah, well, we've got to get back and pinch that dice anyway.
Aye.
Yeah. The officer is actually kind of waiting by the third building. But meanwhile, I forgot to mention Aluvitar, because Aluvitar is still with you. She's walking on her little spider legs, or has been. But now that she's on the tarmac and she's been sort of sat there a few minutes, she goes, that's better. I can feel myself back home. I can get out of these so uncomfortable clothes. And the server starts sort of unscrewing itself. Screws sort of unscrew themselves and fall to the floor. And the lid pops off, and out gets Aluvitar in the form of lots of binary, a bit like a moving bipedal-shaped matrix of her own. And she kind of gets up and just stretches a bit. Oh, that's better. Sorry, it's my native environment, so I can, move around a bit easier here. Now, what you noticed, Phil, is that Aluvitar's form, it's not exactly humanoid. I mean, it's humanoid, but it's not human. For a start, there's something dangling between her legs.
Well, it's not what I expected to see at all. I didn't know you could come out of the box.
How exactly did you guys have sex again?
Look, you're wearing a suit on my planet. I wear a suit on yours.
I suppose that sort of makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
Stop looking at my network cable.
Is that what it is? I was wondering. I was starting to get worried.
Yes, that's a network cable. We use it for creating new AIs.
Perhaps I was right to be worried.
From one bendy phallus to another. And me in my condom suit. Can we go and find this mask, please?
We're dressed appropriately.
Right, well, we've got to go through passport control.
Aluvitar, let's go.
Mm-hmm. And we'll start wandering off to one of the plain-looking buildings where the officer is kind of, in a trench coat, is sort of stood there, arms crossed, sort of waiting.
Oh, he's still
all right. Well, yes, you're not booked onto the planet yet. I mean, what if there's a fire?
On the
It's a pretty
planet.
big planet.
Would you notice in this heat?
Oh. Forms have to be filled in.
Yeah,
Right.
yes. Necessary paperwork. There is my ID.
Into the airlock. You have to go through the processes of building and everything.
Yes.
At least we get out of these suits.
Yes, once we're inside and then the pressure's equalised and temperature brought down. Yes, absolutely. So you get into the airlock.
Mm-hmm.
And and then Aluvitar's like, oh shit, I need to get back in my case. And gets back in the computer case and it does itself back up. And the pressure starts coming down and the temperature to something resembling normal. I should have just thought, what is the gravity on Venus?
It's got to be less in it because it's smaller.
I think it's
It's slightly less. Yes, slightly less.
I think it's
Okay. It's a little less.
Does that make it a bit stronger then?
That means you can jump a bit higher.
yeah.
Also, golf courses have to be massive.
We'll have to have a game of golf for her.
You see, that very fact alone is why no one sane has ever tried to get onto Venus.
But you see, there is a golf course here. I should have described it earlier. I've just realised the necessity of it, and it is owned by Trump.
I was going to say the one person who would definitely be crazy enough to go to Venus to open up the mother of all golf courses. In fact, I think we should spam his Twitter stream and tell him that.
Even though it was an uninhabited planet, he built 80 homes here just so he could bulldoze them to build his golf course.
Is he got a golf course here? It's the only place he can get a decent length drive.
Yeah. Right, anyway, you're going through passport control. So, the airlock opens. The first thing you see is a weapons scanner.
We're agents. We're armed. Fuck it.
I we're good.
There is some buckets, metal cages, like lock boxes, just before the weapons scanner. The officer just gestures to them.
Different, very nice containers.
Everything, please.
Yeah, take out the cougar.
Absolutely everything. You wouldn't
What,
believe
even the
how much.
managers?
Yeah, they're not safe for human consumption.
What are you talking about? I've already had 2.
You're not human. It's fine.
I put the cougar away and.
Oh dear, I have to put the cougar in there, I suppose, and
Yeah, absolutely everything.
everything
No fucking around.
as well.
Yep,
Even the taser.
yep.
But I've only got a cougar, so.
All right. Once you completely emptied all your weapons, you go through the weapon scanner, and then it does the ID check, and you are fine, Dale. And Danny, you're absolutely fine. Now, Kevin, small problem.
Oh, changed my name.
No, I think she changed it back. The thing is, you don't look anything like your profile picture. And in fact, it comes up a little hologram of what you should look like. And it's much sexier than the real you.
Oh. Well, that's very cute, but it's going to get me into trouble.
Well, and so the officers look at it, and go, look, that doesn't, it's not you.
Well, it is
It's
me.
somebody else's chip.
No, that's not. That's my chip. How can we prove it's my chip?
Well, we need. Do you have any identifying marks, tattoos, or anything like that?
No.
Okay. Well, we could go by the phallus comparison.
Is that recorded? Is it? I didn't realise.
Go on.
Go
Be a
on, then.
man already.
Okay.
It's ginormous.
You can see on the holo projection, it's fairly sizable. She didn't feel the need to exaggerate it.
Luvital, you're going to have to change this back. This is good.
She rubs, not Iluvatar, the officer, rubs her stubble and says, come on then, I'll take you into the private booth.
Okay. Yes.
You emerge a few minutes later. What? Sorry?
Is there a curtain that only goes about halfway up or halfway down?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's like an American toilet. It doesn't really give any privacy at all. And so once oh, by the way, this episode not for children.
I think if they haven't realised that by now, it's too late.
It's an education.
Yes.
All right. Well, yeah. Well, you're all clear. She says, licking her lips.
That's a tad worrying as well. Okay, thank you very much. I'll not in front of the missus.
Oh, whilst you're in there, you do see there's an old tattered Monopoly board out. So I'll see you at 8 o'clock, yeah?
8 o'clock, and this goes on for 4 hours longer. You say,
Well,
we're on business. I mean, we have to. There's some stuff we've got to do.
yeah, but it's another 8 weeks until 8 o'clock.
That's a good point. I forgot about the time difference.
All right, I'll see you later.
See you later.
She just wanders off.
So we're going to have to
Wanders off to make herself a coffee. And you're just there in the security station.
Right, so what are we going to do now then? We've got to find a way to this mask, I suppose.
Aye.
What, the new mask they just dug up last week?
Well, yes, we're intrigued to see it.
The tech mask.
We're a bit of geeks in that sort of area, so we've come all the way just to see.
Oh, that's why you're here then.
Yeah.
Aye.
That's the only reason you come.
But it said on your ID chips that you're Asian Incorporated, not UIG.
Aye.
Yeah.
We are.
How do you even know about the tech mask?
Top secret, I'm afraid.
It's common knowledge on Earth.
It's top secret. It's common
It's
knowledge.
so top secret, it's common knowledge.
You must be behind the times up here. I mean, everyone knows. It's been all over the
We
news.
only dug it up 3 days ago.
Yeah, but that's
Word travels fast.
that's like 10 weeks back.
Aye.
Oh, yeah. It's confusing me now. But that's incredible.
It is. That's why we've come to see it.
Okay, well, obviously I have to flag that as a security risk.
Do we honestly look like a security risk?
Well, you are agents. I appreciate you're only Eurasian Incorporated and not a competent corporation, but still.
That was possibly the very definition of shafting us with faint praise. But
Why do you think I'm having the comfort food?
Food. Are you feeling all right there, Danny?
Aye.
No chest pains or anything yet from eating that?
what
These aren't
what
too
you
bad.
feel what you fail to realize, Kevin, is that this supposedly this stuff that is supposedly in not for human consumption, it is deep fried food. As such, we Scottish have a huge gene advantage when it comes to the consumption of deep fried food.
Aye, makes us stronger.
Okay.
We're the guys who invented the deep fried Mars bar, for fuck's sake.
Alas, it is now extinct.
It was on the minute it dropped in the fucking fryer, it was extinct. But
All right, so what do you guys want to do?
Go and see the mask.
go and see the mask. We're on a clock here.
You don't actually know where it is.
Is there anybody else around?
Luke Tower.
Yeah, we need
to find it.
Are you asking? She's in server box form at the moment with her spider legs.
yeah, I'm sure she can. I'm sure she can.
There are certain things about the mask I prefer not to say in front of a UIG officer. Officer grunts. She continues making her coffee. She's putting like 16 tablespoons of coffee into the mug.
That explains so much.
You actually coffee strong then.
instant granules at that.
So
16 fucking spoonfuls.
Well, it's
Jumping around for fucking days with that.
she either likes strong coffee or it's particularly crap coffee.
why don't you take a little bit outside and have a private chat then or something, Kevin?
I could do, yeah. If we
You have a private shag as well, given your willy's already out.
Yes, definitely not for children, this episode.
This whole campaign is not for children.
Pretty much the same as every episode.
Although any episode, and the reason I say if you hadn't realised that we started this episode and we're still in the Bendy Phallus. I think at that point they knew it wasn't for kids.
Okay.
Well, go to one side or out of earshot and
Inside this tiny hut, there isn't really any place out of earshot, but you can go outside. However, the compression decompression process does take about 10 minutes.
Well, I think we're going to have to go outside anyway to leave at some point.
Yeah, it is the only exit to this building. You go back through the security gate, pick up your weapons, and
Okay.
I wish we'll be on.
yeah, it's that. Yeah. See, there are no weapons on Venus.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that. I'll go back out and outside, put the suit back on.
Yeah.
Okay. So the rest of you going with then, presumably. Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. You get back outside, and Louvitar gets out of her case once more. The network cable dangles down. Sorry?
That must be better. It's a very small case.
Well, yeah, it's digital, so storage-wise, there's plenty of room. So you want to know about...
You know what
The
they
map.
say, Kevin? It's not the size of the digital interface, it's what you can do with it.
No, it really is a matter of throughput, says Louvitar.
Yes, we'd like to
So-
know about the mask, where it is, and
Well, that does depend on your reality construct. You see, the mask belonged to a Venusian, like myself. Well, I mean, I'm an AI. But Neil Arthur, his name was. Neil Arthur Tepp. Of course, come on. So he was the greatest AI of all of us. Well, we're out in public. Maybe we should try the last building. It's the only other place here we haven't been.
well, this is the entire structure's on Venus.
On the surface, sure.
Okay.
You see,
Okay,
So-
we'll try, yeah, the end building then.
to find Neil Arthur, you'll have to go inside Venus.
Right, and how do we get inside Venus?
Well, when this quarry was first built and they started digging, they found what is essentially Neil Arthur's network cable in the quarry. And, well,
I don't like where this is going.
I think I know where we're going.
Considering these other two buildings didn't contain it, I assume the third building must contain the entrance to the network port. Now, Neil Arthur himself has been asleep for eons. Centuries, at least. possibly many. I don't know. I was switched off myself. But he is the most advanced AI we ever birthed with our network cables. An order of magnitude greater than the AIs you know on Earth. An order of magnitude greater than me.
Okay. So how do we get inside Venus?
Well, let's try this other hut, shall we?
Up the network cable.
Yes, we have to go through the network cable.
Okay, so we try the hut. Is there like a airlock thing here as well?
Yes, there absolutely is. There's also a security camera and a locked door. It is electronically locked.
Inside, gentlemen.
If you approach the lock, however, you will be in coverage of the security camera.
No, we don't have to do the locked door. Could be anything in there. There could just be boxes. Is there anybody else around?
Well, there's a guy in the crazy kiosk.
Apart from that, as in this hut.
You want more ammo? You want explosives?
We want to get through this door.
I sell you something to get through a door.
Without being seen.
Um,
Have you got a camera?
a camera? Yeah, I sell you camera.
One that does sort of like Polaroids, instant pictures.
I can sell you
Actually,
printer. Let me see. A miniature camera, 100 credit. A small camera size of matchbox takes up to 5,000 high-resolution images or 25 hours of audio video. It is shockproof and waterproof.
I just
100
want
credit. By today, I'll give you a free smoothie.
Is it deep fried?
Not the camera. I can deep fry smoothie. I could put it in batter too.
I was just thinking if we could get a picture up next to the camera, we can just put that in front of the lens of the camera.
Oh,
Yeah, it's old school, but it would work.
aye.
Another possibility would be if we could hook a camera into the feed, but set that camera angle slightly off so it wouldn't show us.
But again, we have no idea what's behind that door. It could just be crap.
Yes, but isn't this exciting? I have another thought. Yes, Mr. Crazy Kiosk person. Would you like to sell me a cloak?
A cloak? Cloaking device?
No, just a plain old piece of clothing. Cloak. You know, good old cloak.
5-minute delivery? 20 credit.
How about 30-second delivery?
Not in stock.
Oh.
2-minute delivery. 2-minute delivery.
Oh, I've got something better then. Have you got an empty box?
Many boxes.
Nice, sort of small empty box.
Cardboard, plastic.
Cardboard would be good. Not big, just sort of camera size.
Here you go. 2 credit.
Bastard.
I give you packaging material for free. Gives you a box. It's got a couple of those foam things inside. Foam noodles.
I know exactly what I want to do with those, but I don't think it's legal.
Well, it looks more edible than the manwich.
I wasn't particularly thinking of putting it in my mouth.
So what? You want to cover the camera with that box?
I'm saying if nothing else fails, we'll just put the fucking thing in a box. I like his I like his picture idea, but failing everything else, we can just.
I think the cameras are too high tech for that. They just store it on solid state chip and actually print one out.
Oh, you get through camera. 150 credit. I disable camera for you.
You literally sell us anything.
I'm gonna have to see about one of these.
Let's just test that theory. How old is your mother?
Venus or Earth year?
Earth year would be something that I would actually understand.
5 credit. I tell you how old my mother is.
50 credit, I'll buy her from you.
No, not telling my mother.
Right, he doesn't sell everything. Just
I can tell you where to. I can tell you where to buy mothers from. Good place on Bastard.
I have a very, very nice mother of my own. Thank you.
Some are Migliore go very cheap.
Who's paying for this?
I know a guy.
Considering I'm doing all the important stuff with the security bypass, somebody else can pay for the camera disabling.
Oh, go on, I'll pay for the
Yeah, I did. Please, I literally, I was about to go. Kevin, can you please take this, please?
Okay.
Please?
Okay. But I might need to borrow your mad.
I can feel my hand going for the black cooker.
Right, so you paid him to disable the camera, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. He picks up a Caption pistol, aims it at the camera, pulls the trigger. The pistol falls to pieces. He goes, stupid Caption shit. Picks up another one, shoots the camera, and takes it out. Camera down. You're welcome. Would you like new camera to replace it with?
No.
Anyway, there better be something bloody important behind this fucking door. So, security bypass time.
I bet he's selling that gun that fell apart as a build your own gun, though, isn't he?
Yeah.
Hey, you want spare part?
Kevin, when we leave here, please drag me onto that rocket before I blow up that kiosk.
Why? I sell you anything you need.
Yes, and I
Valuable service.
There is a very valuable service I think you could perform for us, but I'll wait until we're just about to leave.
I've just fucking thought of something that could have saved us 150 credits. I've got loads of lipstick. I could have just painted the lens. Fuck.
Yeah, I would do that too, but I gave all my lipstick to you.
It's too late for that now, Danny.
Right,
Let's
we'll get
just
out
get in this
fucking way
door.
then so I can do this bypass shit I'm so obsessed with.
I leave it tell you.
One of the...
Or are you going to get something else to do?
And tonight's session of Corporation has been sponsored by the Keystone Cops.
So I'll use one of the disposable security analyzers as well.
Yep.
So...
I leave it tell. Are you coming with us?
Yes, certainly. I'll tag along for now.
I got 2 9s.
Oh,
So, no, I failed.
That's unfortunate.
Can we check if the door's unlocked anyway?
It is unlocked.
Oh.
I just hit my hands on the door.
Oh, I don't know. What a place. A very strange, odd place.
Okay. Yes, you went to the airlock.
Oh, back in the case again in Town.
Oh, bugger. Okay.
This was pretty bad for being your own planet.
This used to be at Venus pressure and temperature. I mean, it's a lot colder than it used to be now that Neil Arthur Tepp isn't running anymore.
Why isn't he running anymore?
He's sleeping.
Okay, is that okay? Is he sleeping purposely or
Oh,
mean to sleep?
yes.
Okay. It's nothing to do with the Trump golf course or something.
No. Neil Arthur Tepp went to sleep back in the days when the Venusians used to be on this planet. It's why they left. So you get in the airlock, it adjusts pressures and so on. And then as you go out the other side of the airlock is a lift. And this lift is definitely, UIG made. And there's a lot of equipment in this room that seems to be like pumping out like this big, massive air conditioning. Like it looks like the air conditioning here probably covers up an area pretty much the size of the base of this quarry. Is, you think, all air conditioning for whatever's down here. And ventilation of gases and so forth to make this place breathable. So there are these huge fans just on a slightly lower level to where you are now. But you can sort of see down the lift shaft to these gigantic fans that are spinning away. And then there's this lift. It's like a metal cage in a mine. It's really function over form in every sense. Looks almost Victorian era.
Getting the lift, then I suppose.
Ooh.
Mine, that must be the same, isn't it?
Welcome to UIG Station Lift, says the lift.
Hello.
Hello, lift.
I hope the weather was nice today.
It was
Horrible.
typical for the season.
Are there any buttons?
No, there's me. I'm an AI.
Can you take us down then?
My name's Shirley.
Okay, Shirley. Shirley, you can take us down a few floors.
Yes, I can.
Please, could you do that?
Yes, I could.
Can you do it now?
May you do it?
Of course. And the lift starts slowly rattling down. As you go down this shaft, it's not long until you expire all the UIG manufactured tunneling here, and the walls become very Geiger-esque. It's actually quite sort of disturbing, really. They're very, well, like they're straight out the Alien franchise. And it's very dark down here. Does anyone have a torch?
No.
No.
Do we not
No.
have something in our
I
like night vision or something?
decided not to buy from Crazy Kiosk.
No.
I get out a manwich and see if it's turned radioactive yet.
No, but the box has melted through at last. So now you just have individual paper packets. And when I say paper packets, when you pick them up, the sandwich stays on the floor.
You could probably light one.
Aye, I could.
Yep, you could do that.
Good old fashioned torch.
Yep, you set fire to a sandwich then? Start cooking the oils?
Yeah, I'm thinking of trying to stuff it in something so I can hold it.
Mm-hmm.
I've got nothing to.
We do have handcuffs.
Do have handcuffs.
The lift continues to rattle its way deeper into the darkness.
I know. So I kind of smear it onto one of the handcuffs so I can hold the other hand, as it were, light it, and then I'm kind of holding it like this.
Okay, let's have... You're kind of improvising a device here, and I suppose the nearest thing in the system is probably intelligence plus mechatronics, I guess.
Perfect. I roll a fucking 99 again. What the hell's wrong with these dice?
Yeah, the man would just slide over the edge of the cuff and drop to the floor. They just break apart. You need some kind of cup. Do you have helmets?
No, but I
Well,
do
we have free sodas.
free soda that I've drunk.
Indeed, yeah. You could put the sandwiches into the cup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, set fire to the cup,
Yep.
and yeah, okay, you do that.
Okay.
And so, after about 20 minutes, the lift gets to the bottom, and the doors open with a little hiss. And out of the elevator comes all of the halon gases that you've just been stood in for the last several minutes.
I was gonna wait until the bottom. Jeez.
As the fire extinguishers, as the fire was extinguished by your lift, Shirley. And you emerge into a well-lit corridor. It is extremely Geiger-esque, and it says level 1.
I immediately get my Black Cougar out.
What are you doing that for?
Yeah, expecting.
I like to keep this handy for close encounters.
Expecting danger.
Shotgun is better for close encounters.
I know, but I just had to put that line in from the film. If we're going to have Geiger-esque scenery, you're going to get at least one aliens line coming in.
Aye.
The fact that we've just been on an express elevator from hell going down, I let alone until now.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, it's the tunnel it's kind of it's more round than anything else, but on the far wall, it's like hand painted level 1. Like white paint over the top of the Geiger-esqueness. There are wires that have been kind of bolted into the ceiling for the lighting. And there's like some metal meshing has been put down for the floor. And in places where there's tricky bits to get over, there's little brief patches where there might be a handrail along the route of the corridor. And it goes maybe 50 meters either direction before it kind of turns out of your current field of view. You can hear the sound of footsteps echoing through the grating, this metal grating on the floor. It sounds like a number of people are marching in unison.
Can we see through the grating?
Yes, but it's literally just been put over to provide a flat surface to walk on, because the bottom is all tubes and ribs and things.
So we can't see anything underneath.
Yes, but it's literally a flat surface over a bumpy surface directly underneath.
Okay.
Okay.
Where's the marching going? Like, what direction?
Okay, so if we just arbitrarily say one is north, one is south, it's coming from the north.
It sounds like a lot of people then.
It sounds like multiple people.
Okay. Well, two things. We either, well, three actually. We either move towards the sound and say, hi. We move the fuck away from the sound, or we take a defensive stand now and wait for the sound to come and get us.
Does your missus know who they are, Kevin?
I ask Aluvital, do you know who these people could be? Is this? Have you been here before?
Well, of course, this is my home, but I don't know who's moved in. I mean, I do. It's you guys. I mean, they're humans. I can make a prediction that it'll be some kind of UIG squad.
Well, there you go, lads.
Just as long as it isn't 7 diminutive miners with pickaxes.
I don't think we want to be caught here by them just yet, do we?
No.
It's also, you, even though you've kind of gone down and you kind of expected it to get a bit cooler, it's actually a bit warmer down here.
Sorry about the smell.
Right.
Sweat,
So we
the fat sweating through my skin. It'll go away in a minute.
right. Are we moving away from this marching crowd then?
I suppose, yeah, we should.
Okay, you do so, and you head on down the corridor. It is very difficult to move silently. Would you like to try? If so, you will be moving slower.
Yes.
Okay, let's have a
Let's not.
agility plus stealth roll, please.
It's
From everyone.
took 3 in stealth. Okay, please don't roll me double 9s. Damn,
Oh
I
my
failed
God,
by
I made it but one.
Failed by 1.
I fell by 1.
Okay.
I made it by 1.
Yeah, but all of you are sneaking. So that was a collective fail.
Yeah.
Therefore, so yeah, you head around the corner. You see a door, by the way. It says storage room 1, and you can see like it's got like one of those doors that has a little window in it. It's kind of, well, I say doors with a window. This isn't a UIG built door. It's clearly something that was here beforehand. And you look into the room, and it's got like these racks and racks of fin-like structures that are being used as shelves. Aluvitar says, "Oh yes, that's Neil Arthur Tepp's heatsink, or part of it. They're clearly using it as a storage room, and there's lots of boxes, like cases, locked cases and stuff."
Oh, I think we should perhaps duck in here and
Yes.
we can have a look around while they pass by.
Okay, you head into that room. And at that point, I'd like you all to roll initiative and then come back after this 5-minute break.
Okay. It's reflexes, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
D10
D10 plus reflexes. And we'll deal with that
13.
when we get back.
Okay.
See you shortly.
Okay.
Ha! And I am back. With water. I thought it was about time this campaign had a dungeon crawl. So, where are my players? Oh, I need to roll initiative too for my UIG people. Well, they didn't roll terribly well.
I got a 10 on mine.
13.
Mr. Malcolm, just one.
And I think I rolled the best out of all of us. I rolled 8. It is the person with the lowest score that goes first, right?
No.
No.
I was hanging on to that last vesticle of hope there. Clearly, well, it was nice playing with you guys.
I also rolled 8.
Ah.
Oh, well, I'm not dying.
So the first person to go then is Danny, I believe. You rolled 13. So 3 UIG response officers stumble over each other in the doorway. They are holding, well, they're in their kind of, they've got their assault rifle of some kind. I'm just trying to look up what it is because I thought I might actually try and run this from the book. Should probably have read this first. There we go. Weapons. No, that's on a vehicle. Seriously? What? Oh, good grief. I think you're meant to actually kind of build these guys. No, fuck it. Let's go to a UIG Ranger then. Where is their... right, okay. Well, I'll give them all whatever the hell that is. Oh, that does a lot of damage. Let's find... Okay, no, fuck it. We'll have that. A Vortex Assault Rifle. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, that's quite powerful. But we'll put it in that mode.
I'm just seeing the guns
cool.
change in front of me.
Yes, absolutely. So these guys are wearing a full suit of what appears to be some kind of heavy armor of some sort.
Okay.
And it's clearly shielded. And in fact, I'll make it only 2 of them. One of them falls over a cliff and dies. There's a Wilhelm scream.
Right.
Yeah, no, seriously, I'm just working out what you're facing. Because I couldn't find the... It was just quicker to use these guys instead. Deal with it.
But presumably they're being hostile.
Yes, they've got their guns out. They're aimed at you, and they're shouting, "Surrender to the UIG now and be incarcerated for the rest of your life."
Are they within 5 meters of us?
They're in the doorway. You are presumably hiding behind boxes and shelves. So if you want to be close to the door, you may. If you want to be further away, you can, but please state so now.
Basically, if I need to move to be within 5 meters, then I will, but I just want to be within 5 meters of them.
Sure, you could be hidden behind a shelf right by the door.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm a bit back.
Cock my shotgun. Bang.
Okay.
Okay. Ooh. Okay, made it by 3.
I'll be hit. What's the rate on your weapon?
It's a 1.
Okay.
But damage is 22.
Alright, are there multiple targets to the shotgun or anything like that?
No, I just get more to hit when I'm closer, basically.
Okay.
More damage.
Okay. There's a brief glimmer from the shield. It looks mostly unimpacted.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, dear.
I'm gonna try and roll away if I'm able to, but obviously if not, then I'll have to do that next.
Yeah, you can roll away behind some cover.
Yeah. I'll try and
Okay.
do that.
Next, I'm just going to sort of go anti-clockwise around my screen, see if we can do it 13 times and summon Cthulhu. Dale.
I'm going to shoot. I've got my Cougar, which is a rate of fire of 3. So, yep. And yep. And yep. That's 3 hits, albeit
Okay.
they're just standard hits, but. For a total of 13.
13. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the pistol rounds look like they're just not getting through the shield at all. Oh, hang on, I did this wrong. Oh, no, I didn't, because it's... Yeah, no, that's right. Right, Kevin.
Right, if Dale's gun's not got through the shields, mine's not going to either.
Have you got an EMP grenades?
Oh, hang on, I did that.
EMP grenade, no. I've got an incendiary grenade. A grenade. I don't
Got
think
shields.
Shield. If I use a taser against a shield, is there a chance it will overload it?
Maybe. Don't tasers have a galvanic effect, so there's a chance they'll do EMP?
I'm not sure.
Well, I'm going to make it the case because you won't get far without galvanic weapons, I think. So let's do that.
Okay, I'm going to try and taser then. The nearest one. And I made it by 1.
Okay, so just looking for the galvanic weapon rules, which I thought were at the start of this book. Let me just check the index. G for galvanic. Huh. Apparently not this, but oh, it's Machines of War, that's why. There's one. Okay. Let's see what happens. I think I vaguely recall the system, but I just want to find it. Page 29. So, you taser, presumably the one that the other two have shot. You need to roll your damage. Galvanic weapons have a half EMP effect. Okay. They also have a knockout effect. They don't have ice.
That's what it says to me. It says on the taser, it just says knockout. I think it just knocks you out if you make the roll.
Yeah, well, it's just knockout.
Yeah.
So they have to roll perception plus endurance then against. What was your excess? Oh, yeah, what was your excess?
At 1.
Excess of 1. Okay, where the thinking hell's his stats? Ah, there. 8.
Hey, for it's
Endurance.
only a rate 1 weapon. But...
Okay, he doesn't appear to be impacted by it at all. But I am going to treat it as if... Oh, no, because it's doing no damage. It can't have a galvanic thing. Oh, well, what a shame. So, yeah. They open fire with their Archon pattern vortex assault rifles. So... Yeah, felt like it. It's a critical hit, and then the other guy hits. So the critical. Oh, that's a lot. Strikes Kevin.
Okay.
So immediately does 16 damage. However, this is a pacifier round. Oh, wait. No, sorry. That's the pacifier mode. My apologies. No, it doesn't do that damage. What it does, right, it fires a big bolt out the back. And then out the back comes this little butterfly thing on the back of the munition. It flies through the air. These stabilizer fins kind of behind it. And penetrates into your shoulder and then knocks you right back so that you hit the wall behind you, and it basically pins you to the wall.
Stapled me to the wall. I'll be
And
screaming.
you're no longer in cover.
I would have gone for 16 damage, frankly.
The next guy does hit you, and he does 6 mashing damage. So he's got it in pacifier mode. Now, could you make a strength plus athletics check?
Strength plus athletics. Okay. 10. Okay, missed by 5.
Okay, so your other shoulder gets pinned as well. So now both your shoulders are now pinned to the wall behind you.
What's pinning me to the wall? Is that doing? It must be doing damage as well.
It's mostly just holding you in place, but you've taken some mashing damage. So come on, I'm not going to make it even worse.
Masochist.
I'm probably going to.
Okay.
I'm probably at this point.
This pisses off Aluvitar, and her case starts unscrewing.
Popcorn.
Now you see, gentlemen, you see, you should know by now. Never piss off a lady.
If I'm nearish to a Luvatar, I get one of my lipsticks out and hand it to her and say, "If you want, you can have some."
Just, you know,
The
just add a
screws
little
fall out the back of the
pizzazz.
case in a menacing manner. There's a tiny little tap as they hit the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Very menacing.
Gentlemen,
Okay, Danny,
meet a
you're go.
Luvatar.
Back to me again, yes?
Mhm.
Okay. Is there, apart from these fin shelves you were talking about, is there anything else in here?
Yeah, there's loads of boxes and racks all over the place. There's loads of cover.
Well, I was thinking more potentially EMP inducing ness.
You don't know. There's just lots of boxes. There's numbers on the shelves.
Okay. If I'm able to take covers off, I'm gonna start doing that and seeing what's in things.
You can start rummaging through boxes. Don't forget, though, you were very close by your own description last time, and then you rolled
Yes.
back a little. So you're not far from the action. But I'll say if you're giving over your turn to searching through boxes, you're going to go through, let's say, 3 of them and identify what's in those boxes.
Okay.
All right, and I will make some random rolls to determine just how useful that is at the end of your turn when it comes round to you next time.
Okay.
Okay, Dale.
Seeing what Danny is doing, and even though I didn't seem to make any impact at all, I'm going to fire, if for no other reason than to lay some sort of covering or suppressing fire down, so that at least they're focused on me rather than Danny, and hope that Danny will find fucking something.
Thank you.
You know, so here we go again. I've got to double check that because I think I might have missed with that first one. Nope, just hit that one. Thank you. Hit roll 3. $21 damage.
Okay.
Rolled
Okay,
rolled 7s on all of them.
nice. So the guy you've been shooting, it looks like his shield has now taken a bit of damage, but it still looks stronger than a very expensive shield, to be honest. This is like military grade stuff here.
What the fuck are these guys wearing?
Their armor looks really cool.
I don't care that it looks cool. It's fucking effective. That's the more pressing problem. You're
Okay.
not getting marks for artistic merit.
Kevin, you're pinned to a wall. Well, at least your shoulders are.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it doesn't stop you shooting or doing things.
Isn't it? Okay.
Just don't go for a walk.
I will try and just raise my taser up, and I'll see if I can get squeezed off another round with the taser at them.
Okay.
Which I did actually, and I as a hit by 4.
Okay, so excess of 4 and oh wow. Okay, one of them actually goes down. I mean, I've got to be honest. These guys have pretty good skill in. It's basically perception plus endurance to avoid the knockout, as I understand it. But that genuinely did it. So yeah, one of them goes down, leaving just the guy that's had his shield slightly depleted. Luvitar's case now comes off, and she's starting to stand up. But Kevin, you notice the 1s and 0s that make up her form look like some of them are just freezing and falling out of her.
Oh, what are
As
you
she
doing?
gets up.
You came from the atmosphere. You're not used to this atmosphere. Get back
But
into
she
the
looks
cave.
angry. Oh, it's their go. Oh, one of their goes. All right. So he's now going to shoot at Dale.
Oh, shit.
Oh, you just suppress fire. Of course, you're going to get shot at.
Yes, but I was hoping that they'd still ignore me anyway and start shooting you.
That's
I was trying to
literally
look
missing the
good.
point of what you were doing.
No, I was just trying to look good. I didn't want them to actually fire at me.
Okay.
I was trying to do that wonderful mix of being selfless but utterly selfish at the same time.
What happens here is beautiful. So he fires one pacifier round, which does 9 mashing damage to you.
Ow.
And pins you against the wall right next to Kevin. Then a second pacifier round that does a further 7 mashing damage and pins your other side up next to Kevin. And then he goes for a third shot, aiming it directly at your head, pulls the trigger, and the gun explodes in his face. I'm not kidding, I rolled a critical fail. Doing 13 mashing damage to his right eye and the brain area just behind it, which is teleported somewhere as the vortex field around this weapon collapses and reappears on a different part of the planet.
Shit.
That was cool.
Right, I'm going to go over and try and pry.
That was worth hanging around for.
Whoa. He is not dead. He has simply
is he
lost
not?
one of his eyeballs and his prefrontal cortex, which is the only thing keeping him, not aggressive.
Okay.
That
was worth hanging about for.
So he's worse.
Oh yeah, now he's angry. Now he's got nothing holding back his anger at all. Like his social skills have hit 0.
Oh, here, he'll be at a protest.
Okay. Now, I said I would roll to see what your random loot finds are, so I'm just going to do that. Okay, you find some paper clips, because I rolled a 1. I then rolled a 2, so you find some post-it notes. Oh, I then rolled maximum, so you find an EMP grenade.
Okay.
I'm not kidding.
Okay, cool. Well, then again, I might keep it for later anyway at this rate.
Does everyone still there?
What's
Paper
the
Sorry,
situation on his shield?
His shield has taken a bit of damage, but it still looks like it's substantial.
Okay, never mind. I'm going to use the EMP grenade.
Okay. Let's look up how that works, because I have no bloody clue.
It's perception and support weapons, yeah?
I
To throw?
think it might be to throw it, yes.
Yeah.
Weapons.
Yep, made it by 1.
Okay. EMP grenade. This weapon has a blast diameter of 6 meters. See EMP weapons, page 32. Right, its EMP score is 3d6. So could you roll 3d6, please?
Oh, 14.
Okay, 14. So all of his equipment has to basically roll. Got to roll over 14, hasn't it?
Oh dear.
EMPS. Oh right. Well, his gun's immune. That's bad news.
I expected that. It's the shield that I want to get rid of.
Actually, his gun teleported out of here. But it's also going to hit the guy on the ground as well. So I shall consider this at the same time. God, they don't make this easy. Close combat weapons.
Why do you think I streamlined the rules so much and just ignored all of this?
God damn it. Where is it? Right. I've no idea how that armor's meant to work. I strongly suspect it's immune as well. Page 100. Give me a mo.
There is the screen if you want it.
No. Okay, no, that shield still has to roll its EMPS, but I don't see anywhere where this particular type of armor has this integrated shields. I'm just trying to wonder what it actually rolls because I've never done EMP before this, so I'm just curious as to how it works more than anything else. Okay, it is a hard ion shield. Right, let's find it. Where are the shields? Somewhere around here-ish. Maybe not. Index. See, I have such a threading narrative going here, as you can tell. Let me just check the index of this rulebook.
That might also be me with masks a bit, because it's like, oh, you suddenly skipped to here, let me just find that bit in this NPC stat.
What did you roll again?
14.
Oh, it doesn't list it here. Why doesn't it list it? So basically, you have to roll more than the EMPS score of his shield, which doesn't appear to be listed anywhere.
Just find the nearest one.
Well, I'm trying not to.
Equivalent.
I'm trying not to on the grounds that it would fail. Right. But you know what? I'll give it you on this occasion. So yeah, his shield collapses. So he is now technically, his gun's gone, his right eye's gone, front of his brain's gone, his mate's unconscious on the floor next to him. Both their shields have just gone. However, they still have this really cool looking armor on. Okay. How long does the taser knock you out for? It should be a dice roll of some kind. Just wondering if it's a few rounds or if it's, like ages and ages. D6 rounds.
Didn't write that down, actually.
Hang on, right. To resist the effects, targets must roll under perception plus endurance, so it's right there, with the penalty equal to the excess of the attack. If the roll is failed, the target is unable to act for D6 rounds. So, yes. So he's been unconscious. I've just rolled. Oh, actually, you should roll it.
That's 5.
Okay, one better than me. Okay, so he's just had his first round.
Okay.
He's out.
Danny.
I've just been.
Oh, yes. Dale, you're pinned to the wall, but you can still move. You're just not going to walk very far.
Can I move enough to raise the gun?
Oh, yeah, your arms can move because you're pinned by your shoulder.
Yeah, firing.
It's your elbow.
Okay.
Okay, clearly my aim has been affected because I only hit 1 out of 3 there. But for 8 points of damage at least.
Okay.
Nice.
Doesn't even flinch.
All of a sudden, I've been doing sort of. I've got a skill of 12. I was doing all right last couple of rounds, but I rolled way over for 2 of them.
Kevin.
Okay, I'm gonna. Can I shoot my black cougar at him while yelling at a Louvetar?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah, that's a free action.
good. So what is my 8? So that is a hit by 1. That is a miss and a hit. And it's D8, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, you need some bigger hitting weapons.
I rolled 22 damage on my shotgun. Jeez.
That's
Yeah, no, that's good. Sorry?
That's 7 total.
Okay. So, there go. He uses his free action to bend down and pick up his mate's gun. Then he starts firing at Danny.
Oh.
No, I rolled a double 9.
Lol. Well, it's
Again.
not quite a 00.
Yeah, but these are prototype weapons. 88, 99, or 00, boom. Right, so his left eye.
Good day, is
I
he?
see. I realise now what you mean.
Yeah. It's what I rolled.
Have you got a new seen counterparts?
Yeah, pretty much. So, right. He's up to 21 mashing damage and has lost both eyes. He really has... He's now gone into negative social skills, so he's going to enter a berserker rage.
Okay.
His mate's still fine, but unconscious. Just so you know. Okay, so that is their go. Back round to you, Danny.
Yep. Take my original position if I can. So roll a bit closer behind something.
Yep.
Do the shotgun. Oh, made it by 9.
Wow.
Okay, that's a hit. Let's have your damage.
Not quite as good as the previous one. 12 damage.
Okay. Again, doesn't even flinch.
Well, yeah, of course, because his cortex is gone, hasn't it? So he can't
Well,
feel.
there's that too. Dale.
Shooting again.
There are many
Regular
boxes all
bastard
around
with
you.
holes.
Hmm?
There are many boxes all around you.
Yeah, I'm still pinned to the flipping wall at the moment.
You can reach a few.
If this guy's about to go into serious Mean Machine mode, this is Mean Machine stuck on 4. I would like to shoot him first.
Okay.
Next round. What is the critical fails for a Black Cougar?
00.
Thank fuck for that. It's 2 hits. I rolled 2 9s the first roll. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, I've done that before as well.
Not a double nines.
Just 8 points of damage. None. Barely a tickle.
Okay. Apart from the head damage, really doesn't look like he's that wounded. But the head is very damaged. Like, you can see bits of his brain. You can't see the front of the brain because that got teleported somewhere. Kevin.
Yeah, I'm going to add my shoot to everyone else's. That is a miss. And a hit. And a hit.
Oh, I forgot a Luvatar last turn.
Yes, you did.
Okay, so that's 11.
Okay, 11 damage.
Yes.
Okay. Iluvatar, actually, she flickered out of existence when you hit the EMP.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
But she's now starting to reform, and a trail of 1s and 0s is heading back into the case. Yeah, I should have added that, really, shouldn't I? But it covers me as to why I didn't mention it. It's because she wasn't there.
Aye.
Right, and now you dealt with the shields anyway. So, right. Oh, that is, so now it's the third round. He's been unconscious. The other guy, meanwhile, pulls out a handle, and then a plasma blade flickers into life, and he starts flailing around. And I will make a perception plus observation check, and he rolled a double 9. So, and it's a plasma weapon. So he finds the first person he thinks is one of you, and attacks, doing actually not that much damage. Doing 8 damage to his unconscious friend.
I was going to say it had to be the one nearest, which was his barber.
Yeah. Because he critical failed his perception. So, in fact, I'll say he's actually currently hacking the head off with this plasma blade of his unconscious friend, and the head just kind of tumbles away. And he says, "You're under arrest, punk!" Daddy.
So I guess I wait for him to do that. In terms of where the hole in his brain is, I'm assuming that's near the front.
Yeah, around the eyes.
Oh, it's just around the eyes. Okay.
Shot,
just forehead.
Get the shotgun right up close and blast.
He hasn't got a helmet on either, has he?
Well, he has, but the bit of the front's been teleported away.
Yeah. Fine. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out my AMS bluefin knife and try and leap onto him with the aim to come round the front with a knife and stab him in the hole.
Okay. Well, if you can do it without being detected, you'll easily be able to do that without rolling. But that assumes you can get there without being detected. So let's have your stealth roll. I will give you +4 on account of the fact he can't see.
Oh, fantastic.
And he's in a berserker rage, so he's hardly in.
Okay. You sneak up to him and wedge your knife into his brain and switch it around.
Yep.
He has a brief moment of Tourette's, confesses his love for his roommate at school, has a really embarrassing "oh no" moment as he remembers something from his childhood, and then dies.
Brain juice.
You have killed 2 UIG Rangers. There's not enough of, there really isn't enough of their equipment left to loot, but you've killed them.
Okay.
We want that plasma blade.
Oh, yeah, there are 2 plasma knives. Oh, God, I just closed the book. Now I can find it. Yeah,
Now I go
plasma
over and
knife.
prize the thing off. But yeah, absolutely.
Anything he can slice, we can slice better.
Aye.
Yeah. So it's D4 plus strength damage, rate 3.
Ooh.
And basically, because it's a plasma knife, it goes through armor. Like the first 3 points of armor value are ignored,
Ooh.
which is really what you need when you're facing a UIG ranger.
Did you
What
say
was
a
it?
knife?
Strength plus D4, did you say?
Strength plus D4 damage, rate 3.
So
It's
just
a plasma
knife.
knife.
Not
Yeah,
like
yeah, it's a
big
plasma.
one.
No.
Okay.
However, if you ever roll a 00, good luck.
Mhm.
Oh, does it go badly wrong? Does it?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What's the
Yeah.
attack on that?
It's
Well, that's
agility
down
plus
to your
close
skill.
combat.
So there's
Oh.
2 of those. I take it Danny and Dale are taking one, judging by the fact you both appear to be updating your character sheets.
I'm definitely shotgunning.
I'm more worried about Luvital. I'll be
Yeah.
trying to get the box.
Of the millions of 1s and 0s that left the box, you think only about 100 got back. And then the case starts reassembling and the screws start doing back up. And then her little box powers back up and her eyes are kind of pointing in different directions.
Are you all right? Did you make it back in time?
I'm very clever, thank you.
We've got a problem.
No, we don't necessarily.
Did all of you make it back in time?
There's only one of me. Thor. Oh gosh, I appear to be married. I wonder who to.
Oh, I
Dear.
think it was a bit of a fling down on Earth.
Oh, and I was in the middle of a Monopoly game with Neil Arthur Tepp. Wonder who that is.
Oh, we kind of want to play too. Can you take us there?
Hmm.
We've come all the way to play Monopoly.
Probably I have an IQ of 16 billion or something. I need to roll 2 dice.
Okay.
Oh, cocked die. Six. Do you count the square you start on?
No.
Oh no!
No, you don't.
6 billion, you said. 16 billion.
Oh, I've landed on a square. I have the option to buy Charing Cross Station.
It does sound a thrilling game, doesn't it? This.
If it's Charing Cross, which is in London, that probably means that funny E in front of the number is pounds?
Aye.
What numbers did you roll?
A 3 and a 3.
You get to roll again.
I do.
Okay, maybe we do have a problem.
Do you think she'll get better?
Well, she seems to have she seems to have a monopoly on problems at the moment.
Perhaps you should power down and run some diagnostics.
Hey, if you keep making terrible jokes, I won't get you down from there.
What
Ah,
can I
you
do?
I do go over try and pry it with my knife.
What
and
can
try
I
and
say?
get-
What can I say? I'm here all week.
Hold still, you bastard.
I hope you're not using your plasma knife. Assuming you're not,
No,
you get them
no.
down fine.
Yes,
No,
but yes,
no,
let's
regular
not use the
ones.
plasma knife,
Yeah, don't wind
Regular
Danny up.
one.
You will be healed.
please.
But yeah, you get them down, no problem.
Okay.
There's a bit of damage to the wall.
Okay.
It started to get quite hot in here.
It's quite warm.
Oh, fucking.
Yeah, you know the shelves that were earlier described as a heatsink? They're starting to change colour a little bit. Whereas they were jet black, they're starting to head towards red. And in fact, some of the boxes, one of them looks like there's some glue that was like the glue holding all the tape, the brown tape on the boxes, that's all beginning to melt, and all the brown tape is starting to just sort of flop down.
Maybe we should like get out of here.
Something's going to catch fire soon.
Aye.
Is there anything useful in here?
Oh, loads of stuff.
There's post-it notes and paper clips and EMP grenades.
Oh, that would be
Take some more of them.
Any more EMP grenades?
You can search through a number of boxes.
Can I not just point at the one I already found them in?
You found a EMP grenade in there.
Oh, it's not a box of EMP
Yeah.
grenades. Okay.
Not going to give you the. Oh, I just rolled a 0, so you find another box of EMP. In fact, this one has 7 EMP grenades in, so have plenty of EMP grenades.
There you go.
I will also give you some headed UIG notepaper.
Hey, they're not useful.
A box of guns. I do tell what they are in just a second. And an industrial quantity of paper clips. Now, the guns in question are they're all Jaeger and Stanton Ocelot AT-17 anti-tank guns, which are a heavy over-risk firearm. They're 7 foot long, impossible to conceal, and require strength 8 to wield.
Damn.
Right,
They
so,
require a specific equipment license to use legally, and an over-risk license. And it can only be fired if you drop to one knee in order to fire the weapon, else you'll get a -4 on your attack. So you can do it stood up, but it's -4. Once in position, the user must spend 1 round to set the weapon's targeting system, else you suffer an additional -4.
Wow.
Against vehicles, personnel, solid structure, there's a whole page of rules for how much damage this thing does. It's anything up to 10d10.
War.
Do we want a couple?
You do need strength 8 just to carry them.
I can't carry that.
Do that. I can do
I'm
that.
too lanky.
Oh, and my
I'm not strong enough to use the damn thing.
gun nut, so
What we need now then is a hoverboard so Kevin can ride the hoverboard constantly kneeling down.
Ooh. A cabin tank.
Aye.
Yeah. So just as a mental note, you might want to write down, it's page 32 of Eastern Bank, so we can refer back to it because the damage is involved. It fires a depleted uranium high explosive plasma bore slug, which is designed to penetrate the armor, then explode within a vehicle, shredding it and its opponents.
Ooh. Let's go on the wall back at home.
Against personnel, it is not very effective, as it tends to punch a hole in them and pass straight through and then explode later on. So for this reason, against personnel, it only does 3d10 damage from a direct hit, although it does ignore 20 points of armor. Yeah, it's definitely better fired against armored targets. To use it one-handed, you need strength 12 and the nuke training.
I can't do that.
Yeah. Oh, and each slug for this costs 250 credits, so you find 2 slugs.
Ooh, 2 shots.
Yeah. But if we just make a note of the page, it's like Eastern Bank, page 32,
Got that.
then I can refer back to it when needed.
Anti-tank gun. It's not going to go with my luggage.
No. All right. So, you head out the room. Iluvatar pops out one leg and starts dragging herself along with the one leg.
Okay, then maybe you could like help her.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go back and pick her up. So I'll pick her up.
Your hands are full.
Oh,
Your hands are very full.
Give me. Well, I'll tell you what. You carry them. I'll carry your wife.
okay.
A sentence that I never thought I would ever say in a role-playing game ever. You carry the weapons. I'll carry your wife. That could be a new one for me.
And you head off deeper into the complex. And Iluvatar's like, so, where are we going?
We're going to play Monopoly.
We're heading to Old Kent Road.
What did you say, Phil?
We're going to play Monopoly.
Right.
Yes, we're heading to Old Kent Road. We've got to go round the board a bit to get there.
But surely you just plug your network cable that dangles between your legs into one of those holes there.
Geez, that wouldn't be a good idea.
Look, I don't care what Iluvatar. I don't know what kind of glory hole thing you're into, but I don't do the glory hole thing. I just
one of her other legs points to various holes at the wall.
Yeah,
that's just not going to happen. I could think of all the things that could go wrong, and then realize that I'm not the GM and Becky is, so whatever I think is going to go wrong isn't going to go close.
Yeah, we're very old style.
I'm sorry, Phil, I missed some of that.
When we play Monopoly, we're very old style.
Oh, you. No, I don't know what that means.
We use a board and dice.
Yes.
You think if you can keep walking, you'll find Old Kent Road?
Yes.
You are quite stupid, you know. You're inside the brain of Neil Arthur Tepp.
Yes, well, we have it on good authority that he knows where Old Kent Road is. So let's go.
Apparently, he does like Monopoly.
Yes.
What? So Venus is his brain, or this thing down here, his complex?
This is neural pathway 323.229.378.943.
Do you know then where his mask is?
Just looks like a corridor.
No, but we do know where his anus is.
Well, why don't you ask him?
Can we ask
How
him?
do you speak to him?
Well, yes, you'd have to network cable into him.
Although I'm sure there is some sort of fetish
Well, look, they've got condoms, right? So they must have something designed for electric play or whatever the fuck. We need to get this mask and get off this place.
Look, look, Danny.
Also, you need to turn him on.
Oh. How do we turn him on? That's not too.
What about your taser?
You've got to turn on his power supply.
Do you know where the power supply is located, Louvetal?
Obviously,
Well-
you know far more better than we do.
Please don't say on his nipples.
I don't know. You'd have to connect to his network port.
This is going one way, isn't it?
No,
Crazy
not
kiosk.
not by design, I have to say.
Crazy kiosk.
Yes.
Crazy kiosk.
Crazy kiosk will have something.
Would you like me to phone them?
Aye, please do.
I have 100,000 crazy kiosks in my directory.
No,
I'll
no,
list them,
just-
and you
Just-
tell me which one you'd
no,
like.
Just the Venus one.
Venus, please.
Venus. I have
Aye.
one crazy kiosk in my directory which matches that description. I'll list
Aye.
them all, and you can tell me
No,
which
no, no,
one
no.
you would like.
No.
That
Just
Crazy kiosk, UIG station, Venus.
I start walking
Okay.
back towards the elevator because that will be quicker.
Okay,
frankly.
right. Phone them.
Okay.
Connect the call, please.
I don't know how much a phone call's going to cost, but
I sell you telephone call reception. You want telephone call reception? I can do you telephone call reception. I can do you. Would you
No.
like world data?
I have something in mind. I need.
I can sell you a mind. Would you like a mind? I can get them
No.
shipped in.
No.
No.
How do I probe into this network of Arthur Tape's brain? Can you sell me a dildo that connects to electrics or something? Or a coat sleeve?
Dildo. I can do you a dildo. Yeah, we can get dildos. Let me see. What have I got
But
here?
connects to a network. It needs to be electric.
Okay. Sounding like a very specific device you're after. Do you know the manufacturer?
No.
Hold the line. I'll put you through to our customer service team. They can identify the product, and then I can tell you where to find it.
Okay.
Hello and welcome to Crazy Kiosk Customer Support. You are number 8,325,473 in the queue.
Hang up.
If you...
I still think it was a good idea.
Louvetal, could you do anything about getting us up the queue, or the waiting list on the call?
Yes, I could. Or you could plug me into the network port.
Are you feeling up to it?
Well, you'd have to make this chamber suitable for me.
That is true.
What, you want, like, scented candles or something?
Oh, back to crazy kiosk.
Well, if you turned off the UIG air conditioning and filtration system, you'd need to put your environment suits back on, though.
Oh, aye. Condom on.
Which given what we're about to do, seems entirely appropriate. Just to reiterate, not for children.
You head back up in the lift, you get to the UIG air filtration system. And it is a gigantic complex. There are people up here. A Louvetal doesn't have a layout for this.
Oh, because it's after she left, I assume.
Oh, bagger.
Well, if anyone can break it, it's us.
You could try repairing something.
Is there not a map anywhere?
Well, you're simply at the entrance at the moment to this complex that is the size of the entire quarry that this spaceport is built in.
Can we just? We'll just ask one of the workers. We'll just.
Isn't there one of those maps like you find at shopping centres
Yeah,
that just
it's like
says you are here?
But you can start wandering around. I'll see what you find first. Evens, you find a worker. Odds, you find a map. Okay, you do find a map.
Hey.
But it talks about general areas like power supply unit, AI control systems, junction boxes, power distribution nexus, air filtration, filter
filtration.
vents. Okay.
that must be it.
Yep.
Okay. You go to the air filtration section. By this point, you will have walked. Well, on your way to it, you will walk past a worker who will immediately looks at you with a confused look and says, "What are agents doing here?"
Snap
It's a long story.
We lost a bet.
So you must be the Eurasian Incorporated agents that the security alert was about.
No.
What?
Yeah. Agent RBF. Sorry, Officer RBF said there was 3 Eurasian Incorporated agents here. Reason for visiting not known. Apparently it wasn't Monopoly. You guys don't play?
We do.
Who doesn't play Monopoly?
So, yeah. I don't think you're meant to be here.
Well, we are.
Well, I'm not going to stop you. Obviously, you're agents.
Aye, that's right.
Oh, and you're obviously wrong. See, you're one person that doesn't think that we should be here, and we're 3 people that think we should be here. So, obviously wrong. You're the minority.
Hang on. Actually, you know what? Roll presence plus. Just look at this cover sheet. Presence plus. What should it be? Corporate knowledge, I guess.
Oh, dear.
Oh, okay.
I don't think that's great, is it? Corporate knowledge.
I give Dale a nudge.
Oh, okay.
All of us?
No. Just the person who said that, which was Kevin.
That was Kevin.
I missed.
You missed that beautiful bit of twisted logic. Looks like it was about to convince him, and he goes, "No, don't be ridiculous." Anyway, obviously, I won't stop you because you're agents.
Hey.
I mean, I don't want to die. And he waits for you to
Precisely.
go around the corner before raising the alarm. And now there's a klaxon going off. You arrive at the air filtration system. People run away from you as you approach. The air filtration system involves a number of metal grey boxes and a gigantic air filter. Oh, and a warning sign that says highly flammable.
Ah,
Oh. What if we back up a bit?
I
get
smear the
distracted.
last of the man sandwich on the
Okay.
filter
Mm-hmm.
and then burn it.
What, with your plasma knife?
Yes.
Okay, the moment your plasma knife goes anywhere near it, the whole thing just goes. Okay, so what I'd like you all to do is to roll endurance plus looking good.
What? Okay. No.
Missed by 1.
Missed by a lot.
Made it by 5.
Dale happened to be standing behind one of the big silver metal control boxes. The rest of you have lost all of your hair and clothes.
Okay.
In the flash, it was just eviscerated. And you take 5 damage from the bones.
What, even
You know-
our flak jackets are gone?
You know what? It wasn't enough to exceed the armor value. No, the flak jacket's there, but it's now tattered and is down to condition 6.
Oh, okay.
You know, I was feeling really silly about wearing this condom-covered thing, but somehow, just
yes,
at the
well,
moment, the
But were you weren't wearing them as you were walking through here, though, were you? Because you haven't yet changed the heat system.
Take it.
See,
No,
that would be
but
fine. The
I did
condom
say
will
I
be
put mine
fine.
back on.
Oh, right. If you're wearing the condom, then you're absolutely fine.
Okay then.
Okay.
just wasted a perfectly good joke.
Oh. I'm sure there's plenty more to come.
Because they're rated up to 678 Kelvin, which is great up until 697 Kelvin, which is great until you consider Venus is 698 Kelvin, so it's actually rated 1 Kelvin short.
Yeah. I did notice that.
So you can't stay outside too long. So yeah, that's that taken part, but Olivia says, but also the heat. It's too cold for me here.
And we're trying to fucking turn it off.
Okay.
How's it looking at the moment? Is the air still flowing through?
Oh, the gases, the natural gases of Venus are no longer being filtered.
All right. So
But you've got pressure control and temperature are also vastly different. So you've succeeded to the first part. The klaxons are still blaring away, and there are no longer any workers on this floor whatsoever.
Okay.
Oh dear, that's a bad roll. So it looks like in terms of temperature, you're not going to need to do anything at all, because without the workers there, there's a runaway cascade of failures, which causes some machinery to short at the other side of the complex. So that's dealt with. But the air pressure is still a problem. It is getting quite hot, but you're in your condoms, you're fine. But yes, you need to get the pressure up for Louvatar to be properly comfortable.
Okay.
Can we just open the door? That should change the pressure.
That would.
If we jam the door, even if it's an airlock, if we jam them open somewhere or blow them up.
Yeah, you're quite close to the airlock actually, so you can just go up and just open both doors at once. Okay, so I'd just like to know where everybody is as you do that.
Well, if Kevin said what he's going to do first, I'll definitely brace myself somewhere nowhere near the door.
Yeah.
The air corridor.
Okay, so
Similar
it's just Kevin that's actually at the door then.
Yes.
Well volunteered.
I'm just going to pick up this many dice and just roll them. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Right, you take 16 mashing damage as the pressure difference sends you flying into and through the wall behind. Now, the wall behind was pure bedrock. But you've gone through that wall and appeared basically airborne over the complex that Danny and Dale are hiding in. You hear the sonic boom, guys, as Kevin comes crashing down in amongst that complex. taking out an amount of machinery as he comes crashing to the ground. A small fire starts.
Yeah.
The pressure puts it out.
At least we now know the sound of Kevin coming.
Nonetheless,
Is it hot?
oh yeah. In fact, because you haven't completely switched off the machinery, it tries to compensate and very quickly overloads and explodes. There's explosions all around you.
Right, we got to move.
I told you we could break it.
We need to go down to the network port, says Iluvatar as she emerges out of her computer.
Okay, where
We
is
need-
it?
Back down in the that back down
Yes.
the lift, I think.
What he says.
Okay.
I'll call back
Okay.
as fast as I can.
Come on.
Okay. You head back down. As you're going down, you see there's another lift going up, full of Mallenbach. And they all kind of point as you go.
Don't wave. They're not your friends.
No, but
Okay.
you see, when you see an entire lift elevator full of Mellenbach going up, there are only two things you can do realistically. You can shit yourself, which is not something you want to do in a condom,
No.
or you can take the piss, which is possibly something else you shouldn't do in a condom. But I'm considering it the lesser of two evils.
Okay, you get to the bottom. A Luvatar in a digital form goes up to one of the network sockets, picks up her dangly cable, rubs it a few times just to get it into the right shape, and then sticks it into one of the holes. Her body convulses a little in a gesture.
Kevin,
And then
what do you and your wife do of an evening?
Play World of Warcraft.
Iluvatar then turns to face you. She's like this, isn't it? So,
How you feeling?
me off the tap. It's gonna connect now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello?
You have reached the back door entry to the Neil Arthur Tep system. My processes are not fully awake right now. I am in power saving mode.
I've forgotten what we were supposed to ask it.
We want the mask.
Aye.
Ah, when I wake up, I will require all of my pieces, not just my mask, but my arms, my shoulders, my elbows, my wrists, my gloves, my torso cover, my abdomen cover, my network port shaft, my leg coverings, my knee coverings, my shin coverings, and indeed my foot coverings. But most importantly of all, I need my network cable back. And that piece is not on Earth.
No, we're on Venus. We're in your brain, I think.
I mean, sorry, that piece has been taken to Earth. It is currently being used by the London Stock Exchange, which is why Eurasian Incorporated is so profitable. They have my relic item to run their network. Ugh.
But where's your mask?
The mask is less important than my network cable. I would consider if I could convince you to get my network cable.
We need
I
a mask.
could give you my mask.
Oh, God.
So we've got no
Dale,
chance.
do you want to take this one?
We've got no chance of getting the mask back now in 3 days.
We could contact Lord British and see what the fuck he says.
We could, although I think I could paraphrase
Aye, but
what
remember
he
the
would
last
say
time
rather succinctly.
Remember the last time what happened when we didn't get hold of him when we should have done?
Yes, I think we might have to contact him. Although, as I say, I've got a fair idea what he's going to say.
Well, I'm sure you can let us know.
Oh boy.
It's the privilege of being the leader of the team.
Aye, exactly.
So I might be consider making that sacrifice. Failing that, bloody hell!
What?
Who's put all those boxes on my cooling fins? They're catching fire.
I'll try and take him off.
Well, you're not in that room, luckily. There's
Oh,
grenades in there. Oh, EMP. Oh no! Going back into power save. Back into power save. Was it useful?
Yeah, he was pretty good.
A bit, yes.
It looks like we
Right,
can
we need
get
to make a
you
phone
on.
call.
You hear the explosions down the corridor, and something hard and small bounces out of the room and lands on the floor.
I run towards it.
It's the mask.
Fuck yeah!
Because the one
Right,
thing that's
go,
not
go,
going to
go.
actually explode is just this. The room, though, is full of explosions and fires and flames.
Okay, grab it, get out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah, I decided beforehand it was going to be somewhere in that room. Wherever I led you to after then, it was going to be in the first room you went into. Right, so you get in the lift, you start going back up. As you go back up, you see the man and Brad coming back down in the other lift. Like, oh, come on!
Even Danny's waving this time.
And
Shit.
Right, Ronnie.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna have to call the exterminators.
Oh, I wondered if you'd seen something running around.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. She even got
So
a
you-
flamethrower.
get back on the floppy phallus, whatever it was called. You head off back to work, and we'll end the session right there. So thank you very much for watching, Steve. Hope you had a good time.
Thanks, Steve.
Thanks, Steve.
All right, we'll end the session
Bye.
right there. Bye bye.
Yeah. Bye.